Tell you what, that was a chance again. Akpom under control. Swings in another delivery. Are we up again? Well, we're just losing header after header at this point. I literally cannot clear our lines. I'm trying to get close, and it's going to be 3. That's it. Tie's completely well and truly done. I can have no excuses. I can only apologise to you guys. I have not been good enough today at all, and I'm so disappointed in myself. Going to be 4. Oh my. I can't get close to them. You know what? I think the season has taken its toll. My players feel so tired. Literally so tired. Honestly, first game, I didn't feel we deserved to lose that. They had one shot and they scored it. This game, we're just getting outplayed. 100% just getting outplayed. Makes literally no sense. Akpom's in again. How dare you get super worse? It's not been a good day for me, has it? Really hasn't. Oh. And there goes the full-time whistle, ladies and gentlemen. It was not meant to be. They scored their only shot in game 1. That wasn't the reason we've gone out, though. Oh, wow. I think this right here, I'm sincerely hoping we can secure the league title now from the position we're in, because that is a real kick in the teeth. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another career mode episode. Today we are fast approaching the end of the season for season 2 now. And if you missed the last episode, hopefully you were caught up slightly with the previously section. But if not, definitely go check it out, because it was a bit of a wake-up call for us. Long overdue was the title, and you'll understand why, having seen the episode. But today, my friends, we have ourselves a first game against Groningen, and that comes in the semi-final of the Cup. But also, I looked at the standings, and if we show you this, depending on what happens today, this could well be the final episode, because we have 6 games, is that, to play? And we're sat 16 points clear. So we could wrap up the title effective immediately if we win our first game of the season, first game of this episode, I should say, in the league. So, yeah, we pretty much can have today as the final episode of season 2. And obviously, if we're mathematically secure, I won't be playing the rest of the games. So, I don't know what's going to happen today. I really don't. We could well be looking at another final in the Cup. We could well be looking at the league title win, which from this point forward, we should. Because if we lose it from now, that would be just unbelievable to think. But I suppose we'll find out, because we have Groningen then first, and this is for a place in the final of the Cup. And if we don't get there, this probably will be it. So it's a big game, and the side is ready for it. As you know, traditionally, we've had Groningen as a bit of a bogey team in this first 2 seasons we've been at the club. They have given us really tough games, and one particular striker, Sirkius, if that's how you say it, their number 9, always seems to bang in screamers against me. So let's hope that they don't grab a screamer right as we begin today then. That's the side. We are into this one. I don't even know what to make of this, because I was feeling very confident before, but if he's playing, I've got a feeling he's going to score a screamer. Well, both teams are out, and we look just about ready then for this one to start. What are the sides going to look like? And here we go. He is in the team. He's there, number 9, Sirkius. And he starts today in a 4-4-2, I believe they play. I'm pretty sure that's what they play, but I could be wrong. But it is usually, 4-4-2. So, traditional formation. I'm hoping that we will be able to smash them today, because I don't know what it is. We just always have a really difficult game against them. It's usually pretty good as well. It's usually scoring games, pretty entertaining fixtures, but it obviously makes it a bit frustrating for me to play, watching how many goals go in against us. But that's our side. Ivan Herrera leads the line today. On the bench, Zardes. No Boadu on there, but we do have Erdegaard and Daniel de Groot and El Jebli should we need to bring them on as well. 4-3-3. Very strong midfield. Our best midfield 3. Chong on one side, Bergzorg on the other, Herrera up front. Our best back 4 in terms of rating. I've wasted nothing with this team selection. I have given them all the respect they deserve and more on that regard, so we need to make sure we perform here. Come on! Just can't let them find an early chance, because that'll get the confidence flowing as Sirkius plays it off, and there's the shot from distance. We know all about the distance shots, but it wasn't Sirkius with it, so we should be okay in that regard, as long as it's not him having the efforts. I'm not too worried as Ravel Morrison carries for us. Plays Gibbs White, easy ball. Now even Herrera. Ravel Morrison's through, and even Herrera just can't poke it through, but it's come to Chong regardless. And here is Chong looking to set us up. Delivery! Bergzorg off the bar! 7 minutes on the clock, and it should have been us in front. It's a free header for Delano Bergzorg. Free. I think he should score. I really, really do. What a chance. Started the game off really well, though, so it's a positive sign for us. Ravel Morrison out towards Chong again. He should have the beating of his man on this side as Herrera just turns and feeds Chong yet again. Lovely skill to hold this up. What can we do with the ball, though? Chong, Herrera. Herrera sees Bergzorg, and he's giving him it as well. Bergzorg lifts it back into Patrick. And once again, we've hit the woodwork. Another header and another crossbar by the looks of that, or post, one of the two. I mean, that's twice in a row we've done it. I have this really horrible feeling that we have done that, and then we're going to concede our first chance. Serious from distance. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. When he's in that sort of area and he's looking for it, part of me just thinks it's going in. Top bins. Gibbs White to carry again. It's pretty much all us at the moment. Gibbs White off to Herrera. Herrera looking for Ravel Morrison. He's giving him it as well. Ravel Morrison stopped in his tracks, but he keeps holding. Feeds Patrick. Oh, and that is absolutely sensational from Patrick. Deadlock broken in this semi-final. Yes! We have been by far the better side in this half an hour. And traditionally, the way the games have gone against Groningen, that is fantastic to see. Because sometimes we started poorly against them on occasions, but not today. We have taken the game right to them. And that, my friends, is an unbelievable finish from Patrick. Outside the right boot, just puts his foot through it. And says, you've got no chance, goalkeeper. And the deadlock is broken after 31 minutes. But I still think they're going to score. So, 1-0 I don't think is going to be enough. Uh-oh. This is what I mean. Out comes Sherpin. That's a good save. Not sure who it was who had the shot, but that is their first opportunity then. And it required the attention of our goalkeeper. Even Herrera's got Chong making the run, and he's going to find him as well. Tell you what, the pace is really causing them problems here, Groningen. They can't seem to stop us. Herrera. Now Ravel Morrison on the turn. Oh, it had to be better. It had to be better from Ravel Morrison. He's got much more quality than that. It was not a great finish in the end. But that pace that we have got on our wings is causing them issues. But this is now a chance. The return pass from Sirius not going to find its mark. Gibbs White spreads the play really well towards Lovren 6. Has to cut back inside the fullback though and gives it back towards Gibbs White. Now Ravel Morrison. It's very, very tight back there. Trying to open this defensive lineup of Groningen, and that's a great ball towards Delano Bergzorg. Bergzorg needs to be a better with delivery, but Bergzorg does find even Herrera, and Herrera scores. Don't even tell me you pulled out. What is this? The referee here. This could be a huge moment in the game. Herrera heads home. The referee's given a penalty, but he should have allowed the goal. Wait a minute. What was he given? There's nothing. Hang on a minute. Did it not go in? I'm so confused. So, Bergzorg here. There's no offside. There's no offside. The offside flag stays down. He pulls the ball there. Then gets the return. Ivan Herrera is completely onside. Oh, he's put it wide. When I looked from this angle, it looked like the ball had gone in. That was so strange. I swear that ball went in. Clearly not, but I just got so confused. It didn't go in. What am I doing? I think I need to wear my glasses. I genuinely thought that went in. I saw the ball like in the back, or what I thought was the back of the net, but no, it was behind the net. That was so weird, but still, it remains 1-0 then. I genuinely thought we were 2 in front. Gibbs White finds Chong. Moment of madness from myself here, and we found even Herrera. Herrera to Gibbs White again. Trying to poke it through towards Bergzorg, but unfortunately could not do that. Momentary madness from me as we are going to make a change. Bergzorg has probably had one of the worst games he's played for us. I'm not going to lie, he's not been great today. As I say that, he mops up the play though and wins it back, and he looks through for Herrera, who's got the pace. Herrera just trying to... Oh, I thought the keeper was going to come out. I tried to lift it over him, but he stopped. He started to come, and that time I'd already pressed the button to chip it. But there goes the full-time whistle, just as I'm saying about Delano Bergzorg not having a great game. It ends up being that we win it anyway, and he sets up a chance. I mean, if he'd have scored that header, I think he would have had an unbelievable performance. But there we go then. We're guaranteed at least another episode for this season as we reach a cup final, I believe. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that it's one leg. But I could be proven wrong here. It could be two legs. Not a lot going on in the game. Obviously, we hit the bar a couple of times. But overall, we just dominated the play. So it is actually just the one leg then. And the draw has been done. We will play PSV in that final, which will be its own episode. Wow, that's going to be a tough game. Very tough indeed. For us, though, it's actually, it's not even played on the final day. We have to go all the way into to that one. That's fairly interesting then. But we could have the title wrapped up here, my friends, with the home game against Feyenoord. It could be right here, right now, as we head into this. I'm not sure what my team's going to look like, because we're probably going to have a few fitness issues, but I will try and make the strongest I can. Here is the message we were looking forward to. As you can see, it says right here, the Graafschap look to wrap up a phenomenal Eredivisie season with a title-deciding 3 points. We could win it against Feyenoord at home. Problem is, our side looks a little bit weaker than we would have liked because of a few fitness issues like I mentioned. So we're going to jump into this and we will show you the team once we are there. I mean, even if we don't win it here, there's still obviously time to do it. So let's get into this. And the thing is as well, I know that, well, you've seen this side, it's there anyway. But I know for sure that, or at least I don't know for sure. In fact, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure even if we win this one now, I don't think any team can catch us. So it's in our hands, effectively. But it's like I said, worst case scenario, we will have to wait one more game. We never go into a game not looking to win it, so we will be doing the same here today. We will be looking for the 3 points. There is the side. Zardes, Boadu and Bahoui up front. Ødegaard in the cam role, so no Ravel Morrison, but El Jebli and Vet in that midfield 3. Vandermeer, Van der Pava, Nivipour and Shard as a back 4 with Sherpin in goal. Obviously for Feyenoord, we await their side, but I'm pretty sure we should be able to beat it. There isn't a side in this division, really, that's been our toughest test, other than PSV, maybe. But that is who we'll face in the cup final, then. So, I mean, I don't really know whether or not I should be looking at that and saying that we're going to be favourites to win, because that's just not going to be the case. PSV, we know, last year's league champions. They've got a very good team. They're going to be a tough test. That's the Feyenoord side. But we don't have to worry about PSV yet. Still got the job to do in the league. So let's get it with this game here today. Waste no time. Win the title. That's the only job we've got to do, my friends. As we are off and running then. Zardes looking to get inside the area. Good skill. Zardes trying to pull it back as well. Ødegaard tries the audacious. It's that final ball that we just can't find at the moment. I'm not going to lie either. I'm a bit disappointed with the way Feyenoord have come and set up here though. They've come here and without the ball, they just sit back behind it. I know obviously that's a good way of defending or whatever, but it just negates really any potential threat that you can have. And then when they get the ball, they then don't send too many players up the field of play. So yeah, they just feel like they've set up here to play for a draw. And I don't like it when teams do that, because it makes the game really, really frustrating to play, because you spend the entire time trying to break them down, and then they might get a lucky break, which they score in. And so far, I have not been able to break them down. Leave one player up front, which is their striker, and everybody else sits behind it, as Vet is going to find Boadu. Boadu turns, lovely skill, gets him away! It's probably going to have to be a long shot if we're going to score this goal. It most likely will have to be, because I don't see how we're going to break them down. Or maybe a set piece. Ødegaard to potentially swing in this corner, which he does. Zardes gets up. Zardes heads it over. Zardes looks for Lovren 6, who's trying to break through, and that sums up the night. 5 minutes to go, still 0-0, and literally, it's just so bad. It really, really has been. We've not been at the races, but they've just sat back. Just sat back the entire time and just allowed us the possession. But we've lacked the quality to break them down, maybe. But here is Arp now for the final chance of this one. Arp turns away, and he fires it in front. Oh, man. Finally the breakthrough. Just as I'm complaining at the fact that Feyenoord have just set up shop to stop us, somehow we finally break through. They lost their concentration at the last minute, and Arp, who has been subpar this season, has scored the goal that could clinch us the title. Hilarious, isn't it? How he's just not done anything, and then he scores his first goal of the season, and it's the one that could actually win us the league title. Madness. But there's still time in a game, and to be fair, I don't think Feyenoord are actually going to get a chance, because they've done nothing. Literally nothing. Having said that, though, that goal might spur them into some action then. And it doesn't look like it has had then. And there is the full-time whistle. And for the first time in their history, The Graafschap have won a major title. And it is the Eredivisie as well. It's the coveted prize in the Netherlands. You can see what it means to the players. You can see what it means to the fans as Patrick celebrates coming through the youth academy. Played a massive part this season in it as well. It did not look like it was going to be the case. Honestly, this game was so frustrating to play. But the players celebrate. The fans celebrate. Are we going to see the trophy presentation in this game, though? Because I don't know how it all works. We are going to see it. Yes. And it's going to be Sven Nuviport. I've probably butchered it. Who's going to lift the title? Not exactly the man you'd want, as he hasn't played a massive part, but still, he's very much a De Graafschap player. And as we can see, Zardes, instrumental in the early parts of the season, not so much in the second half. But here we go, for the first time ever, we are league champions. Do the honours. Champions. But there we go then. So, we've done it. Match facts just tell the story, don't they? It was such a bad game to win the title on, but we've done it nonetheless. And for the first time ever, it is a major trophy. I don't know what the future holds for us. We have got teams in and around elsewhere looking potentially at having us as a manager. I don't want to spoil too much, but we'll see. But for the most part, it has been a sensational second season for us in the Netherlands, and we have really, really taken this team to the next level. And we've certainly cemented our place as one of the better sides in the Netherlands all of a sudden. Of course, he means Champions League football next time out. Wherever or not we'll be at the club still to see that, we don't know. Obviously, there could be a better offer coming in somewhere down the line, but here is the moment we were waiting for as we win our first Eredivisie title. And there is the trophy as we see it. I mean, it's not done here, though, because for the rest of the season, we've still got that Champions League final, the Cup final against PSV, but we don't actually have to play any other games now because it's mathematically secure in this one. So, I mean, next up for us, really, is going to be that PSV game in the Cup final. I'm not going to play it today because, obviously, if I play it today and title the video like that, everybody's going to know we made it through against Groningen, and I don't want to spoil that. So I won't play it, but I'll probably finish off with one more game in the league, and then we will end off today's episode and move into that cup final for the next episode, and that will be pretty much the ending part of Season 2. So, yeah. So for our final game of this league season, we are going to be taking on Vitesse. They are going to be the final game that we play in the league, because it seems only fitting we take on our rivals, and it just so happens that they're up next. After that, we will be simming the rest of the games in the league, of course, as we focus our intentions on that cup final against PSV. So that will be next episode. But to end off today, my friends, it's Vitesse, and it's still a must-win game, you know, because the board will not be happy if we lose this one. Let's put it that way. So still got to try and win the game as well. There's a fair amount of people that will be leaving the club next season if we are still here, because they are unhappy with their current situation, having not played games. One of those, of course, is ARP, another one being Bergzorg. But to be fair, if we're playing Champions League football, then it's not really that much of a problem, because I don't think they're quite good enough for the Champions League. So maybe I'm being a bit too harsh, but there we go then. So for the final time today, we will see ourselves in action as we take on Vitesse away from home. Pride at stake here, as much as the fact we've already won our league title. We've gone with our strongest 11 that we possibly can name, or in my opinion. So let's see if we can end off this one with a victory. Patrick. Ravel Morrison immediately in on the action as Daniel de Groot's in. Oh my goodness. It's got to be finished. To be fair, the pass from Ravel Morrison isn't as good as we isn't as good as we are used to because he actually sent him a little bit wide. Put a lot of pace on that through ball for whatever reason. Could have just given this the little one inside and then allowed De Groot to take a touch, but largely had to take it first time because it wasn't a great pass from Ravel Morrison. Not something I've said too often this season. Patrick to carry forward again. Aboadu sees a run of Morrison. Can't play him the ball though as we nearly get through again. Morrison. Aboadu again. Now Daniel De Groot. He has been a lively player for us this season. I really am excited for the potential of Daniel De Groot. Patrick van Leuven finds him on the inside. Daniel De Groot! Oh, that is tremendous! Probably butchered Patrick's second name like I always do, but that's why we call him Patrick. Just felt like I'd get adventurous and try it for once. But what a through ball it was. And the touch here, De Groot, to take it away from that defender was just exquisite. He has a great footballing brain. The first touch with left foot, controls it again with the right, and smashes it home. And Daniel De Groot has opened up the scoring here against our rivals. I spoke about how excited I am for the potential of him. I really, really am. And if we are to go anywhere else in this series, I will definitely be taking him with me. What a player so far. Here is Daniel De Groot again, up against Vitesse. He actually does win this as well. I've got absolutely no idea how he was able to play that to Chong. And that pass was not meant to go all the way back there, but it's still in the possession of us as Ravel Morrison up towards Boadu. Not a great first touch, but he keeps hold of it here. And he finds Ravel Morrison again. Need an overlapping run to come in from Owusu. Instead, it's come from Daniel De Groot back towards Owusu. At the heart of everything right now is De Groot. Gibbs White. Now Patrick. Don't overplay this, boys, as Chong's in. Chong to finish. 2-0. That was so calmly done, but there was a worry that we were going to overplay that. Did end up being the case because Chong has finished off very nicely. There's the ball in as Patrick grabs himself a second assist for today. Just calm, isn't it? Calmness personified from Taif Chong. Just takes the ball to control and just slides it past the goalkeeper. As easy as you like. 2-0 in front now. The title's already secured, of course. This is just about pride and bragging rights. Morrison. Chong gets in under control here. De Groot's gone. Has Chong found him, though? Not quite. That wasn't the greatest pass in the world, and Boadu can't make up for that. Oh, actually, poor touch. Chong sends Boadu in for number 3. Poor touch, and it might cost them, but Eduardo to the save. Oh, to the rescue even. Not to the save. He made the save to be to the rescue. It was made literally by Vitesse's own mistakes. Chong with a corner just before half-time. Swings it in. Boadu's going to get there. It's 3-0 anyway. Doesn't matter if you make the save, because Boadu scores from the very next attack. I think that's game, set, and match here now. We have ran rampant today. Here is De Groot sent by Boadu. Daniel De Groot with so much space to run into. And this is where he's so good as he pulls it back for Boadu, who keeps the goalkeeper rooted as he smashes it in the bottom corner. De Groot with another assist, but it's Miron Boadu's effort. And it was so nicely worked again. These two are quite the pairing, it seems like. De Groot just sends it back. Look at that for a finish from Miron Boadu. Double figures for the season for him. And I bet you, right, if he wasn't injured for such a long time at the beginning of the season, he'd have probably been the top scorer. It's not going to be the case, I don't think. Ravel Morrison, I don't think, is going to be the top scorer right now either, because there's a couple of other players who are above him. But Boadu would have been there if he hadn't have got injured. Here is Vet. Now Ravel Morrison. Time and space for Morrison, but he just lashed at the shot. 6 minutes to go. I think we have to try and get him a goal, because I'm a little bit worried, you know, that he's not going to pick up Player of the Year for the Eredivisie. Because although he's had a really good campaign, he's been a bit quiet in recent games. Erdegaard finds him again here. Ravel Morrison sees the run of Herrera in front of him. An assist just might do it. Herrera! Oh, and the search continues for even Herrera's goal. Should have scored earlier on in the cup tie, and he should have scored there. Oh, Daniel De Groot with a back heel. Didn't even look. He just knew where his player was going to be. Even Herrera now towards Gibbs White. And we are running out of time, but Gibbs White finds Herrera on the return pass. Herrera inside the area, still going here, and he finds Daniel De Groot, who lifts it, but it's over on top of everybody, and that's going to do it. Full time here, 4-0 victors in our final game of the Eredivisie campaign. Well, that I'm going to play anyway, because obviously the other games I'm just going to sim because we are at the end, and then we've got the cup final to look forward to. But Daniel De Groot with an unbelievable performance. Patrick picked up the man of the match with a 10 match rating, but De Groot with a 9.5. And that is just so good again from Daniel De Groot. Like I mentioned, wherever we end up in this series, I'm going to try and keep him with me the entire way, because he looks like the player that we're going to be talking about for some time in the future. But my friends, that is going to be the end for today's video. If you have enjoyed it, A like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a massive thank you for the support. We have got the cup final to look forward to next episode, so make sure you have the notification bell turned on because you don't want to miss it. PSV in that cup final, who will come out on top? Leave your predictions down below. I will actually put a poll at the top right hand side of today's video for you guys to have your say on who you think is going to win that cup final, PSV or us, of course. But until next time, massive thank you for the support. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Adios.